Hi guys, so today I want to direct your attention towards three types of unconscious mindsets that mess with the quality of one's life. Okay, so I first want to talk about victim consciousness, which basically involves folks who, for one reason or the other, blame the world for everything that's not right with their lives and refuse to take any responsibility for where they could be going wrong or their own actions. And I personally have experienced this when working with people. I'm sure many of you in human resources may resonate with the same. Like, really hard to get through them, right? But ironically, they're doing this at an unconscious level to gain sympathy and empathy from others, which is actually counterintuitive because it only ends up pushing people further away. Next up, we've got mass or race consciousness, and these are beliefs that may not be your own, but those that have been adopted and absorbed from your environment. So, a great example of this is the news that we are exposed to all the time, in other words, media propaganda, and other common beliefs that we follow to fit in societal timelines, like you need an MBA to be successful, or you have to be married by so and so age to be happy. Like, you get the drift. Now, there is also something known as scarcity consciousness, and this one's slightly sensitive because it involves money. And I'm not just talking about people who come from less privileged backgrounds or grew up in poverty, but those who are really wealthy as well. Now, you may know of some people in your own life who are loaded but just do not give, right? And it's funny because growing up, I would see these people behaving really oddly and would wonder that how is it that they're so rich and so wealthy or whatever, and yet so stingy? And yes, we have all these tags and judgments for these people, but now that I'm involved in this space as much as I am, I just understand that it all comes down to mindset. And sadly, in this context, it's just about them being driven at an unconscious level by scarcity in spite of having all the abundance. Of course, changing any of these aspects requires a great deal of self awareness, and that's a whole other process. But the truth is that there's nothing that's unachievable as long as one is self aware, accountable, and willing to make a different choice.